going to review 5 books which I have taken from British Council Library, and I have kept the timer. Each books briefly we're gonna have it for 1 to 1.5 minutes we are gonna discuss. Let's take the first book. The first book I have Sunday Times, and it's a develop your leadership skill. A wonderful book. Basically, it has got 7 chapter, and the chapter includes all about what you need to know about leadership and what you have to know and what you need to do and how you need to turn the core leadership functions into a skill, and how to develop yourself as a leader, how to lead a strategic level, how to grow leader into your organization. And then it also has given some success stories and some principles and some great examples and so on. I'm excited to cover some aspect from this book. The next book I have is The Chime Paradox. Wonderful book. It is all related to psychology and is also called the mind management. If you see this one, and it basically talks about the different section of the brain, right? The psychological brain. You can see that parietal, frontal, and all that, right? So basically it talks about which portion of the brain, why it is important, what function that particular portion of the brain does, everything. Wonderful book. And also it has given so much things about how we need to look out from the chairman human perspective they have given, and I'm excited to cover some aspect from this very famous book, and I will be covering more success stories from it. The next book I have, Shelf Help, and Shelf Help is also yet another interesting book. Basically, it is also it is for the people who are creating, writing the books and trying to publish it. This is the go-to book, I would say, because it talks about how to introduce the shelf help and what is the industry, how to publish it, and so on and so forth, and then how to promote it, and all that. It has given do's and don'ts and various techniques about it, and a little bit of mind map and flow charts and things like this. So you will find a lot of insights, and also you will find a lot of colorful pictures and very stylish fonts and all that. You will find it, right? So I'm excited to read some of the stories, some of the key points and key inferences from this book, and I will be covering in the upcoming videos also as well. The next book I have is Common Mistake at IELTS Intermediate level. So base, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, right? So this is to intermediate, medium level, and common mistakes, and basically talks about the pronunciations, talks about the verbs, and it talks about various things. So and very common confusing words and noun, adjectives, and things like this. So this is also a colorful one, and each section has got a lot of questions into it, and we need to solve those things, and also the answer key also given there, right? So this is coming from Cambridge University, and I'm also super excited to cover some of the aspect as an IELTS 1, and this will be very useful for everyone. The lastly I have Pet Practice Test, yet another interesting book, is related to language. Let me see if I can cover this one in 1 minute, right? So you will find the videos with DVDs in it, and you have each one. You also have an audio. You can listen to audio from this DVD, and also you can take the assessment. And this basically has got various question model like speaking, reading, and writing, listening and speaking, and test 1. All that 5 tests it has got, and then you will also find it very interesting. The texts are not crowded, very fancy, very fabulous. They have covered the portions, everything, and then in each section you will find the questions, something like that, right? Each section you will find it, and then lastly you have the audio text also as well, where you have to check and answer this one. These are all audio text. This is the entire text is being given, and you have to listen to that text using those DVDs here, and you have to clear that exam of listening and writing, right? So I'm excited to cover some of the practice tests from this book, and it will be very useful for all of you. All in all, there are 5 books I have, and which we will be seeing in detail in upcoming videos. Please stay tuned, and more content is coming up from these books. Thank you so much.